Hey guys, it's Domi. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a memory or rewind plan with me for the week of July 15th through July 21st. It was the week that we went to Sad Summer Fest, and it was my best friend Sarah's birthday, so it was just a really fun week all around. I'm going to be using Craft by Towie's Salty Hair Don't Care kit, which is perfection. I've had this for at least a year or two. I was going to use it for my birthday last year and then ended up not. And this whole like millennial pink color scheme is perfect for Sad Summer. So I'm happy I saved it because it's the literal perfect kit for this week. So yeah, I'm going to be pulling in the Simply Gilded 5mm black washi with the hollow bows, and then some silver bougie boxes from SPC, and then I'm going to be using these chunky silver headers from SPC, and then these two sheets of full box overlays. I don't have any silver date dots right now, so I'm just going to be using the hollow date dots from the Sticky Committee, and then I'm going to be using her hollow bottom washi overlay as well, just because I'm not really having any other hollow in the spread, and I feel like it would be kind of weird just to have the date dots in hollow, so I figure that the washi overlay might kind of anchor the spread. I don't know. And then I'm also going to be pulling in just some plain black glitter headers from SPC. So before we hop into the plan with me, I do just want to give a quick trigger warning. This video is going to be all about like mental health and like what pop punk means to me. So we're going to be getting real deep. So I just want to throw a trigger warning out there for, you know, like mental health issues like anxiety, PTSD, depression, suicide, everything like that. I want to be open about my mental health issues with you guys, just because I think it's super super helpful to have an open dialogue about it, but I also don't want this video to be triggering for anyone. So if any of that is a trigger for you, please do not watch this video. Okay, so this past week was Sad Summer Week. If you're not in the scene, Sad Summer is a brand new touring festival headlined by the Maine, State Champs, and Mayday Parade that just kind of swooped in this year in Warped Tour's absence, since that sadly ended last year. Now those are three of my favorite bands. So I was super hype for Sad Summer, and pop, punk, emo, etc. Those have always been and will always be my favorite genres, and I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I legitimately would not be alive right now if it were not for this music and these bands and this community. It's literally saved my life multiple times over the years. And it kills me that it's not taken seriously outside of the scene and is just discredited and written off because, people just think it's all whining about girls and whatnot. But, a lot of the bands like All Time Low and The Maine and As It Is and countless others have really been quite outspoken about mental health issues and have really done a lot to propel the mental health movement forward. So here I am today speaking my pop punk truth. Yes, it's melodic and high energy, it's catchy, it's fun, it's lighthearted, it's carefree, it feels like summer vacation all the time, and it just fucking makes you feel good, right? But it's so much more than that. It has depth and meaning, and it's really raw, it's honest, it's real, it's therapeutic, right? And it's nostalgic and relatable, and you know, we were all bored, angsty, dramatic teenagers. And we all go through first loves and heartbreak, and we all have that shitty first, second, hell, third job. And you know, we all say goodbye to that one friend who we were sure was gonna be there till the end. And we all grow up and we grapple with what that means. And we all wish we could go back to that one summer, that one last summer before shit got real, before there was no return. And you know, we just want that one last taste of innocence. You know, pop punk is with you through the good times, through the bad times, through the heartache, through everything. And it's there for you when no one else really is. It gives the misfits a voice and tells you that you're not alone, and reminds you that just being yourself is good enough, and that it's okay to not be okay. You know, for a lot of people, myself included, discovering pop punk and emo, etc., and going to these shows and to Warped Tour and everything was the first time we felt understood and heard, and like we belonged somewhere. We could express ourselves however the fuck we wanted to, and no one cared. And in fact, they were 100% supportive. And for me, it's really fucking cool to see people at these shows who are my age, who came of age and grew up with this music, and then also seeing all of these, you know, 15, 16, 17-year-olds getting to experience all of this for the first time. I don't know, it's just really cool. So, you know, I've dealt with depression and anxiety my whole life. I legitimately do not know what what true unadulterated happiness feels like. And you know, that's not to say that I'm never happy, because I definitely am happy, you know, sometimes. But there's always that that overcast, even on my best days. And I think that people who also have depression will kind of know what I mean by that. And this past year and a half, since my dad got sick and since I got robbed and assaulted, has been the hardest year of my life. And I have learned very, very quickly that that PTSD is no fucking joke. But this music and this scene and this community have been my savior. It's my therapy. And you know, when you go to these shows, you get to leave your problems at the door for these few precious hours, and nothing else in the world matters. It's just you and a couple hundred or 1,000 of your closest friends just being carefree and dancing and singing your hearts out to your favorite songs and just sweating it out with each other. And you know, there's this overwhelming sense of community in the scene. You know, even though you don't know these people, you do. There's a common ground, there's a common currency, you know, you're all there for the same reason. And no one gives a shit who you are, what you look like, what you're wearing, who you love, what gender you identify as, what religion you are, what color your skin is, where you're from. Just nobody cares. There's no judgment. It's all about love and respect and making sure that it's a safe space for everyone there. And when one of you gets knocked down, literally and figuratively, you know, the entire community is there to pick you up and make sure that you're okay. The moral of the story is pop punk slaps, and you don't have to be young to still like it. And, you know, State Champs said it best the other day when they tweeted that if you're too cool to like the shit you liked when you were younger, then you're just fucking boring. But, you know, like what you like, fuck what other people think, do you, and do it unabashedly and unabashedly, that is a hard word to say. Do it unabashedly and unapologetically. Just be you and everything will be okay. And if you're going through some shit, just throw a pop punk record on, dance it out. And you know, if any of you ever need to talk about anything, anytime, my DMs are always open. I'm like an older sister. You guys can talk to me about anything. I will be there for you. The next plan with me, I'm going to be doing my pop punk playlist, which, spoiler alert, there's going to be a lot of the main on it. You Are Okay, which is their new album, is everything to me right now. If you're dealing with any kind of mental health issue, listen to You Are Okay. It will 100% guaranteed make you feel better and make you feel that even if shit's not okay right now, it will be okay. So yeah, I'm working on my summer playlist, and that will be in my next plan with me. So if you want some good pop punk tunes to jam out to, look out for that video, because that's gonna have some bangers, if I do say so myself. So let's get some date dots going here. Where'd my tweezers go? Oh, I left my like good tweezers at work, so I'm just having to deal with these like little baby ones, and they're hard to deal with, let me just say. But yeah, I have some topics planned out for future Plan With Me's. Like I said, I've got my summer playlist. And then I am also going to be doing like underrated movies and shows. And then of course, I am going to be bringing back the true crime series. I mean, I don't know if it's a series if I've only done one so far. But yeah, I'm working on compiling some good cases for that. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on that I have planned for this channel, and I'm trying really hard to be consistent, and it's not working because, you know, depression and ADHD, but I'm trying, okay? And yeah, I definitely do need to be more consistent, but just know I'm working on it, so just bear with me. Because, you know, I really do enjoy making these videos. It's fun, and it's a good creative outlet. So yeah, just bear with me. I promise I'll get better. Okay, so in true fashion, my camera overheated and I didn't realize. So I put down my whole sidebar. I'll fill that in later. And then while it was cooling down, I just pulled some Caress Press multicolor that I might pull in. And then I just pulled all of the scripts and characters and whatnot that I'm going to be using as well. So pretty much this entire week, except for Monday, I was on PTO. So I'm not really gonna like mark PTO and day off and whatnot in my spread. I'll just put that in the sidebar later, but I did work Monday, so I am going to use a hexagon from Saucy Sticker Co. And then a work script from SPC. Okay, it's kind of bothering me that that's off center, but whatever, we're gonna live with it. Also I had to pack that day because, shockingly to no one, I wait till the last minute to do everything. So I'm going to use one of these labels from the kit. And I actually did not grab a packing icon or character, so I will do that later. Actually, no, let me grab a bow maybe. Yeah, I want this kit to be super foily, so I'm just gonna grab a circle bow icon from SPC and pop that there, and that will work well enough for that. Okay, so to mark driving up to Sarah's house, I'm going to just use this blue fancy label from Caress Press. And I've got a road trip script from Kinsey's Creations. And then a little car. Then after I got to Sarah's at like 11 o'clock at night, we went to Denny's in true Ush fashion. So I'm just using, ew, did I just say Ush? That was disgusting. In true Us fashion. So I'm just marking that with a half box from the kit and then a little pancake stack from SPC. And then after Denny's, we just swung by Walmart to pick up some last minute things for her party on Wednesday. So I'm just using a scallop label from Caress Press and then a little girl from Whimsical Cat Studios, just because there was a situation. We're calling it the Josh Webster incident. Josh Webster is one of our favorite college memories. And there was a situation that was very reminiscent of that at Walmart. So now it's just like a whole inside joke. So I am marking that there. And then when we got back to her house, I cut my bangs. So I'm just gonna mark that with a little thing here. Ooh, we barely have enough room for that. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, we're gonna do a little thing for that, and then I don't really have any hair cutting stickers, so I'm just gonna use this hair washing character from Fox and Cactus. Okay, so that is everything for Monday, and then on Tuesday, we were gonna pool, but then it was super rainy, which was kind of a bummer. So we just spent the entire morning planning. So I'm going to use another fancy label from Caress Press. And then I've got a Plan Next Week script from SPC. And then a little emoji from Coffee Monsters Co. There. Okay. Oh, I didn't even put my cut bangs script in. Hang on. This is a cut bangs script from Kinsey's Creations. So yeah, that's what that looks like down there. Super cute. Moving back to my Off-Center Tuesday stickers, we're just gonna disregard. So after our little planner party on Tuesday, we went to go pick up Sarah's little cousin, who wanted to come to town for the party on Wednesday. She lives like probably like an hour and a half away from Sarah, so it was like a 3-hour-ish round trip. So yeah, we went to go scoop her up. And I'm gonna use another road trip sticker from Kinsey's Creations. Let's use another hexagon also, just because I didn't pull out another car sticker and I'm feeling a little lazy. Okay. That's really cute. I feel like it's extra as fuck to use a hexagon on top of a half box, but whatever. I think it's super cute, and I love this half box so much. It's so fucking pretty. So yeah, we went to road trip to go pick her up, and then on the way back, we stopped by Books A Million, which is always fun because we don't have that in Columbus, so that was fun. So I'm just going to use a scallop to mark that. And there was some drama with our other best friend on Tuesday because she like bailed on the pool party, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of fucking funny, but I don't know, it was just so unnecessarily dramatic, and I don't know, but I'm gonna mark that in with another fancy label, and then these little characters from Whimsical Cat, I think, are the funniest thing ever, where it's just like looking around a door, and it's like perfect to mark any kind of like drama. The last thing that we did Tuesday was have a games night. So I'm gonna grab a piece of washi. That's way too big. Okay, it looks like all of her washi is the same size, so let's maybe grab like a glitter header or something and see how this goes. Yeah, so I'm just using a games night script, of course, from Kinsey's Creations. Okay, yeah, I think that's actually super cute. So Wednesday, that was like a super chill day. We didn't really do anything. We just kind of prepped for her party, which took a couple hours. So I'm going to use another one of those pink labels from the kit. And a silver bow from SPC for that. And then I had a bill due. So I'm just going to use this bill due from the kit right here. And then we had her pool party, which was super fun. It was like me and her cousin and then all of her work friends who I don't really know super well, but it was still fun, and I was in the pool for like 6 hours just living my best damn life. So I'm just going to turn a half box on its side, just since that was like my entire day. Oh, no. Can't have those patterns next to each other. Let's maybe do, yeah, we'll just do, I guess, this one again. Okay, and then I'm just going to use this Pool Girl from Whimsical Cat. Okay, all right, yeah, so that is Wednesday, and that's the first half of the week. Oh, before I flip you guys over, I am going to put my Duolingo sticker in my sidebar for my habit tracker. I'm on day 18 of my streak, and that's like huge for me because I don't commit to things. So I'm super proud of myself that I actually did it. And then I'm gonna put in my work and PTO and whatnot in this weekly box, and then my schedule for this week in this box down here. Moving on to Thursday. Again, it was just a super chill day. It was Sarah's birthday, so I am going to mark that with a half box. And then I'm going to pop some balloons from SPC in here. Oh yeah, we just hung out in the pool all day. And then we did a little planning as well. So let's see here. I think I'm going to use this slice of washi down here to mark planning. Going to use another little piece of washi here for another game night. And I need to pull that script out because I only pulled one, so BRB. That is Thursday down, and then Friday was a super fucking busy day. We came back down to Columbus Friday because Sad Summer was in Columbus, so we drove back down. But we went to Your Deli, which is this super cute little like mom and pop restaurant that has chicken paprikash, which I did not know was a thing until I met Sarah. So I'm using another label from the kit, and I don't really have anything to mark chicken paprikash, so I'm just using a noodle bowl from SPC because it is close enough. And then it was payday, so I'm gonna grab another piece of washi to mark payday, and I'm gonna use another SPC script. We had another pool day. We hopped in for a couple hours before we had to drive back down to Columbus. So let's see how I want to mark that. Maybe just with a little thing. And another Maru from Paper and Milk. And then, okay, so we drove home after that, and just gonna grab another little hexagon. And another road trip sticker from Kenzie's Creations. Okay, and then we had to do some shopping because I needed to get a tank top to wear. And I had to get like sunscreen and like a whole bunch of stuff for Sad Summer on Saturday that I didn't have. And then I also had to go scoop my backpack from my brother's work, just because he had my my drawstring backpack, and that was the only kind of backpack that we could take to Sad Summer. So I needed to go scoop that from him. So I'm just going to use another half box, and I'm going to use a backpack icon, which I believe is from the Giving Girl. And then I'm just going to layer a shopping script from Kenzie's Creations over that. And the last thing we did Friday was go to Rita's for some ice cream, which is a little ice cream shop by my house. And it was so good. It's not as good as Jenny's or Grater's, but it's still pretty solid. So again, just using a scallop from Crest Press and then an ice cream foil from SPC. So obviously Sad Summer was like the big thing on Saturday, so I'm just using a vertical half box for that. Just because it was like an all-day thing. Doors were at noon, I believe, and then the show was over at 9:30, so it was like a full day thing. So I'm just using a vertical half box and then a Fangirl from Whimsical Cat. And it was so much fun, you guys. Like, I did almost die like the entire first half because I'm fairly certain I'm allergic to the sun / the outdoors in general. And it was so hot. It was like 95 to 100 the entire day. Like when we were leaving at 9:30, it was still 95 degrees outside. That's how fucking hot it was. But it was so much fun. Those bands never disappoint. Like I said, Mayday Parade, State Champs, and The Maine are three of my all-time favorite bands, and it was just so good, and I really, really hope that that Sad Summer sticks around for a while, because there's definitely a void now that Warped Tour is over. So I'm just marking the extreme heat with another label and then a sun sticker from Paper and Milk. And then after the show, we went to Buckeye Donuts, which is like the best thing ever. If you live in Columbus or Ohio or just the Midwest in general, you need to fucking go to Buckeye Donuts. It is worth the drive. It's so good. After Buckeye Donuts, we went to Roosters, which is like a wings place here in Columbus. I don't know if it's Ohio exclusive or like Midwest exclusive. I don't really know where it is. I know that like in northwestern Ohio, like where I went to college at BG, like there was a restaurant called Frickers that was like the exact same thing as Roosters, but it's so good. We go all the time whenever Sarah's here, because she doesn't have it where she lives up north near Cleveland. So we went to Roosters after Buckeye Donuts, and I'm just going to use an appointment label from Crest Press and then a chicken wing from SPC. Then Sunday, Sarah and her little cousin went home, so I just had a fairly lazy day. I did laundry, which I'm going to mark with a laundry sticker from GP Sticker Studio, and I'm going to pop that over some washi. And then I went thrifting with my mom as well. So I'm going to grab another little pink label here. And I'm going to use a bow just because I don't really have any thrifting stickers. So I'm going to use another bow from SPC there. And then I pretty much just watched TV and hung out with Soda Pop all day for the rest of Sunday. So it was a pretty chill, lazy day. So I'm going to use a half box and then another whimsical cat character there. So yeah, that is the week. I'm gonna flip you out here and show you the finished spread. This is the finished spread. Here is a little bit of a wiggle. This is so fucking pretty. This is honestly one of my favorite spreads of all time. I'm just obsessed with it. I'm gonna fill it out later just because I don't really have a solid pen with me and I don't want to fuck up any of the writing. So yeah, I will have the completed spread fully filled out on my Instagram, which will be linked down below if you want to go check that out. All of the shops will be listed down below as well. Oh my god, I'm so obsessed with this. I can't stop wiggling it. It is so fucking pretty. Okay. All right. I'm shutting up. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good one. Bye, guys.